Welcome to the show, y'all. Welcome to the show, y'all. It's the Greg Davis Show. We gon' talk the talk, so get ready. We came to push the call, educating. So just lock that down and keep it steady. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Everything is alright. We're gonna help you get your life. It's the Greg Davis Show.
Welcome to the Greg Davis Show. I'm Greg Davis. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it.
Ooh, I want the Lord to send out prosperity, but when He does that, I want Him to send your voice back with Him. Ooh,
Yeah, I know.
it is like Wolfman.
I'm very white.
What?
Huh? I've been on the road.
You've been about your father's
I've been on the
business.
road was with Prophet Brian Carr and
Yes,
his fan.
God.
When I go,
Hallelujah. Thank you.
when I go and work for 2 days with him, 3
I
services
feel
that
the
are like
Spirit still
5
on you.
hours.
It is still on you.
5-hour services.
The anointing is still
But it did be
fresh.
good. Yeah,
Oh,
it's still
I
in the
feel
place.
it.
Lift,
Yes.
lift your hands, precious
Everybody-
people.
Everybody lift your
Pastor
hand.
Benny.
All right.
Anyway, you good?
I'm good. I had
Good.
a great weekend.
Yeah,
I missed you, man.
Yeah, I know. Listen, we want to tell everybody that this is our last recorded show for 2016,
15, yeah.
And when we come back fresh 2016, we will be live just about every day. We're going back to our live format, and so those of you, we want you to share and watch the live program. I also want to say, also, those of you that have been watching the Greg Davis Show for almost 5 years now, we've been doing this on Impact. We celebrate the expansion of Impact, but some of you watch the show every day. You tell me across the country. I want you to support the show by sending a seed to the Impact Network and to help defray the cost of this program that the network carries. So information will be on the screen, the P.O. box you can send it to, or you can simply go to the website, watchimpact.com. There's a donate button there, and just make sure you send a little note. Say, I'm sending this to the Greg Davis Show. I'm being very serious. The Greg Davis Show can keep coming your way. The way that you can stop saying us is don't support. I'm asking in 2016, we've never done this before, but then in 2016 that you will send a seed, the lights, the set, everything, the people upstairs that run the buttons and the people on the floor, everything costs money. Yeah. And so we want you to support by going to the page that says donate, and donate to the Impact Network so that the Greg Davis Show can keep coming 6 days a week. We're on
6 days a week, and also Monday through Friday, join us. You can watch us in the evening, but you can listen to us every morning at 8 a.m. WEHA, that is where? Atlantic City, New Jersey.
See, I got you. See?
No, I got it.
You tested me.
I was testing you.
That's
Radio
Atlantic City.
1000 Cleveland, Ohio, and 860 a.m. That's our partners and our friends over in Phoenix, Arizona. Listen to us every day.
hour and a half.
Every
morning.
If they want to get in touch with us, or you want to send in a request or something.
Oh, you hot today. I'm just sitting
hot.
back.
Yes, I'm hot.
I should not have a voice all the time.
Well, you know, we can talk to God. I mean, we could just simply say, you want to go to the website, gregdavisshow.com, and submit your request there.
GregDavisShow.com, just as this young lady did. I keep telling y'all that, we're looking for people who have testimonies, got new books, and this young lady, we didn't know her. She sent in a request, and we looked over her stuff and vetted her.
Now,
We make it sound important.
You will get
Vet
vetted.
means we simply check you out, in case y'all don't know what vet means.
Yeah, we're not going to just let you on the show because you asked.
Yeah, and so she's here today, and Lola?
Well, we have Jael the Great Roberson. She is a professor, life coach, and dynamic motivational speaker who is passionate about spreading the message that you are perfect for your purpose. Jael the Great's passion for life and quest for excellence has propelled her to great levels and professional success. She has a wonderful book that simply says, Loving Your Daughter to Greatness, for my Brianna and yours. This is her book, and we want to welcome her on the show. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm
Glad
so
to have you.
excited. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
This is such a blessing. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
I want to ask because I noticed in reading a lot of your stuff, I went to your website, and when we talk about
Wonderful.
Jael the Great,
Yes.
I noticed you use the word great a lot, and I'm sure that's intentional.
Yes.
And why so?
Well, because people always ask me why Jael the Great. And you know the Bible says, I will make your name great. We're the children of Abraham. And God is amazing. And we speak you know, we're creators, so we speak things into existence. So you have to call things that are not though they were. If you're not feeling well, you have to say, I'm amazing, I feel blessed, God is good. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So I let my light shine and let people know you could be, you know, Mark the Magnificent. Because whatever you believe, you start becoming that. And you give other people permission to do the same and to be great. So when I speak, I have had women literally call me and say, Jael, my life has changed. I am now, you know, Susan the Magnificent. I feel better. I'm more confident. I love myself more. So it's from God letting me know that I will make your name great. So that's where it stems from. But it's a blessing. I just want everybody to know that they can do everything they're called to do.
I notice when I've on purpose here lately, when I tell people have a great day, I tell them have an amazing day.
Yes.
Have an absolute great. And it just adds something to. Even makes you feel good.
It does.
When you use those kind of words,
right?
Amazing, great, magnificent.
Yes.
You know, people used to text me, and I used to say I'm awesome. You know,
that's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you're a PK?
I am. My dad is in the audience.
All right,
Yes.
Pastor.
Yes.
Tell us a little
Pastor
bit about
Roberson.
yourself growing up.
Oh my God, I had the best childhood ever. And people always ask me about being, you know, one thing that my parents never did, my dad never put his calling on us. He allowed us to be who we were. You know what I mean? They taught us the way we should go, but my dad never like forced ministry. It came naturally because that's what happens. But I had a wonderful childhood. High school, of course, the boys were like, I'm scared to come over. Your dad is going to lay hands on me and get me saved. I went through all that stuff, but I had a great, wonderful childhood. Yeah, no, it was no pressure, you know.
How many siblings?
I have an older sister and a younger brother. I'm in the middle.
All right,
Okay.
middle child, middle child.
No testimonies of going astray and your
Oh
dad.
God, yes, I do. That's my book. I have a book out. Of course, you showed them that. Loving Your Daughter to Greatness. I got pregnant as a teen, and this is the beauty of my testimony. So of course I was scared. You know. Of course, my father being a pastor, my mother being a wonderful, wonderful woman in the community. I was so scared, you guys. I tried to abort my daughter on 3 different occasions. The first time, I wasn't far enough along. The second time, I didn't have the money. The third time I had the money, I didn't have a ride. So I went to the movie theater, and God said, don't abort her. And I always wanted a little girl, so I didn't do it. I was scared, but I told him, and what the enemy was doing, he kept telling me, your parents are going to kill you. You're going to disappoint them. And I was devastated because I did not want to disappoint my parents. But he lies to us. You know, he's a father of lies. So he kept lying to me, telling me all these things. So out of fear, I tried to abort her. But do you guys know, when I finally got the courage to I called my mom on the phone because I didn't want to do it in person. So my mom said, baby, it's okay. It's 12-year-old girls having babies every day. If they can make it, you can make it. Don't have any more, and you go be great. My father never said anything negative to me. So they just loved me to greatness. That's why I wrote the book. That's why I travel and speak about the importance of loving on people, because if it had gone the other way, I don't know what I would have done. But their response just to love me through it, because I was already broken, I was already hurt. You know what I'm saying? I was already damaged, I was already afraid, I was already scared. So their response really helped create and mold the person that I am.
Growing up as a PK, there's a lot of pressure on you just to excel in every area of your life, and to have something like teenage pregnancy affect you. But the great thing is that they didn't condemn you.
Yes.
That they put their arms around you, they loved on you, they
Yes.
nurtured you, and they allowed you to continue to grow into the beautiful woman that you are.
Thank you.
When you growing up in church, church folk can sometimes
Oh my
be the
God.
worst folk.
Yes.
You had your parents supporting you.
Yes.
But what was the reaction of the parishioners?
You know what? Let me tell you, when you grow up in a household where you are loved and affirmed, what the other people say doesn't matter to you, because do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that foundation was already built in me, that you're not what you did. You're amazing, you're great, continue to be who you are. That doesn't define you. So because my parents were always affirmed us, loved on us, I wasn't affected by that like I would have been if they did not do that. Because I'm sure if they didn't do that, I would have been broken because of the words that people can say and be mean and negative, you know?
So you are an actress.
I am an actress. I have a movie out. Go on Netflix and watch Comeback Dad.
Comeback Dad.
Comeback Dad.
Okay. Good plug. You're an author.
You got to go watch what?
Comeback Dad on Netflix. Have a Netflix night.
Okay. Author,
Yes.
professor, minister. How do you balance all that out?
This is what I tell people all the time, and it's such a blessing. And I never thought I would be doing any of this. I moved to Atlanta to go to law school at Emory. That was my only dream. My dad knows I wanted to be an attorney. But God, you know how he does. I was not going to do ministry. I was like, that's whack. I'm preaching right. You know what I'm saying? But I surrendered. Surrender, everybody. It's the best life. But I balance, and I'm a new wife, but I balance it.
Congrats.
Thank you so much. Nothing yet consumes all of my time. Like I tell people, even Denzel is not acting every single day. So a wise woman, you know, has different multiple streams of income coming in. So I learned how to balance activity. There's no such thing as managing time. Time is going to continue, but I manage my activities. So, you know, like right now, I'm getting ready to shoot a pilot for a sitcom I wrote. So I'm managing that. You know, the book is already out, so I'm doing things like this by promoting it. So I just manage activity.
Which one is your passion? Because you seem
All
to
of
be
them.
like me. I like to do this. I like to do
I love
that.
it. Listen, y'all. I love everything that I do. When I'm speaking, I love being able to speak to somebody's life and their confidence is built and their life changes. I love acting, entertaining people. You know, they may be having a bad day. They can go watch a film or watch a TV show. I love writing. Since I was a little girl, I love to write. I'm passionate about all of it because it all serves a different purpose, but the same, you know what I mean, to uplift and encourage people.
You're a professor. What do you teach?
I teach public speaking at Spelman.
Really?
Yes, I love it. Ooh, I love it too. Love it.
At Spelman?
At Spelman. Love it. Love my girls. Hey, y'all. Hey, Spelman.
All right.
Yeah.
So how do you feel that you're impacting the next generation?
Oh, my God. Let me tell you.
Good question, wasn't it? I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? Because, of course, you know, your speaking skills will get you where your GPA won't.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I teach them
That's
confidence. You have to be, I tell them you have to be confident. You have to know. I teach them public speaking skills, how not to be nervous and all those things too, but I instill so much life into my girls. Like one of my students came up to me and she said, Professor Roberson, because of you, I dumped the loser I was dating.
Good.
I have an internship at Google. Good. I'm living my dreams. I'm not afraid anymore. So I'm impacting them by again, instilling greatness in them. I let them know, I tell them, I said, if you can see you how I see you, you would never be afraid. You understand? You would make great choices because you're so amazing, you're so precious. So I leave them with that. Every semester I'm leaving them with building up their confidence a little bit more. And giving them knowledge to thrive in this world, because it can be difficult.
How long have you been teaching at Spelman?
5 years. I get my 5-year certificate.
We talk about, we have a lot of emphasis on the brothers.
Okay.
You hear, you know, I was listening to Steve Harvey this morning, and of course all that's going on in Chicago, the brothers. But I think it's honorable that you're focusing on the women, because I think so many women are messed up by the brothers because they're not told. Like you just said, the young lady, she got rid of loser.
Yes.
How do you do a lot of personal one-on-one with the young ladies?
I do.
And what do you see the need for our daughters? I have a 21-year-old who's finishing at Michigan State, and she's my heart. And you know, what do you see we need to do with our daughters?
Okay. Identity. They have to know who they are. Because when you know who you are, you make choices based on knowing who you are. You know what I'm saying? When your daughter understands that I'm the king's daughter, so I deserve to be respected. You would not disrespect me. You understand? Your choices change. So I think it's an identity thing. You know, we see the television and stuff, and all, you know what's going on with the women. Whatever you do is your business. But if we instill into our young ladies that who you are is enough, that's why my slogan is, you are perfect for your purpose. Your height is perfect. Your color is perfect. Your personality is perfect for what God has created you to be, so you don't have to be anybody else but you. And when you're dating a guy, you don't have to try to be what he wants you to be. Be who you are. You are enough. You know what I'm saying? So I think the identity is very important. That's why we wrote the book. And I just put tidbits in the book for my daughter to know, because I understand that when my daughter knows who she is and she's confident, she's gonna make better choices than she would if she didn't. Loving your daughter to greatness.
Yes. We want to talk more about this, but when we come back, I want to kind of ask, I guess, Jael the Great, with the Kerry Washingtons, and we see the Mary Jane program on BET and so many images of our African American women. How can we shape our young ladies with that imagery on TV? When we come back on The Great Davis Show.
Bishop Greg Davis Ministries present Let the Healing Begin to the best of Bishop Greg Davis. And today is your day for a miracle. 3 powerful anointed healing and meditation CDs by Bishop Davis. The Word of God says that if you decree a thing, it shall be established for your sake.
Isaiah 58:8.
Everyone who comes in contact with these 3 powerful CDs will receive a life-changing experience. Order your copy right now on iTunes, CD Baby, or Amazon. Or you can send a seed, a donation of $50, and receive all 3 healing and meditation CDs. To Greg Davis Ministries, P.O. Box 44072, Detroit, Michigan 48244. Shipping and handling included. Download or order all 3 copies today and let the healing begin.
Hey, I'm Greg Davis, and over 3 years ago, I started posting tweets and posts on When the Right One Comes. Well, I tried to stop, but they wouldn't let me stop. So everybody's been asking me to write a book, When the Right One Comes. So I've taken all of my collections of When the Right One Comes, and I'm putting them in one book. You can pre-order the book right now by going to gregdavisshow@gmail.com. That's gregdavisshow@gmail.com. Order now, When the Right One Comes. Welcome back to the Greg Davis Show, and yes, this is Greg Davis. I just don't have a voice. It's good to be back, and again, want to remind you that we're going back to live television at the beginning of the year. You may be looking at a rerun. It may be the beginning already. That means we're rerunning, yeah, because it's a good program. But we'll be live, be able to take your phone calls and talk about a lot. I'm excited. A lot of current events that we're dealing with. You'll be able to call in. We'll have different guests call in. So I'm excited about us going live again 3 days out of the week. Don't forget, we're expanding Impact, and so check your local guide to find the program. Don't forget to sow a seed to the Impact Network. Go to that donate button, watchimpact.com, and sow that seed to keep this program coming. It could be $20, it could be $5, it could be $100. How do you value this program in your life every day? Because what you value, you will give to. That's the bottom line. Whatever you value, you will give to it. If you don't value it, then you won't give to it. So we ask you to give to Impact Network. And then send a little note. Say this is to keep the Greg Davis Show going. Also, don't forget, go visit our new website, gregdavisshow.com. If you want Lola to come and host your event, you want me to come preach or host or whatever, or you want the show to come to you, go there and drop us a line at gregdavisshow.com, even if you want to be on the show. Also, all of these programs that you watch are on our YouTube channel, Greg Davis Show. After it's aired, we put them up. So if you want to go and peruse many of our great guests that have been on, go to our YouTube channel. And don't forget our apps. I am Lola George and Bishop Greg Davis. I think I'm going to change mine to I am Bishop Greg Davis. I am.
You are.
Yeah, I'm getting our guest. She's talking me into it.
I am that I am.
No, everybody know it now. I'm going to keep it like it is, but I still am. I am Bishop Greg Davis.
I am.
Yeah.
Because I am Lola George.
Yeah.
For real.
And we have Jael the Great.
Jael the Great.
You see how I segue back
You
into
did
it?
good. You're good at this.
So I want to shift a little bit. Yeah, I know for a little I've been doing 10 years next year. Yeah.
You got some all right on you.
When we talk about you're leaving your daughter a roadmap.
Yes.
That's what you're doing.
Yes.
And no matter what happens to you, she can look back on this, which is awesome. And it's a quick read. It's inspirational. It just reminds me of my book. Yeah. It's something you can reference back to. I hear what you're saying about you talk to your girls at Spelman.
Yes.
You're imparting to your daughter.
Yes.
But there's so many that say other things to them.
Oh my God.
Parents, I'm out and about a lot of times, and I hear parents that talk to their children and cuss at them and just say all kind of demoralizing things, and so that gets in their spirit.
Yeah.
So thank you for giving us this. Also, though, now I'm not gonna lie, I watch Scandal.
Oh yeah, me too.
I watch Empire.
Yeah, I love it.
I watch Mary Jane. I don't watch that
Which one?
that killing show.
Which one is?
Oh, How to Get Away with Murder.
No, I
You
don't watch
should.
that.
You
Oh, it's
need
so
to.
good.
That's a good
No,
one.
I don't just
That's
watch
a good one.
No.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. How to Get Away with Murder.
I don't watch them. I read Grey's Anatomy, but as we see the imagery from, and I'm grateful that black women are at the forefront. Kerry Washington, I think, kind of opened that up years ago. y'all might be too young, Dinah Shore. She said she wanted to let me know how she is. She remember that.
Yeah.
When you see all that imagery, though, you know, Olivia, I've had somebody even say to me, why would you watch that? She's sleeping with the president. Why would you want? I'm like, it's entertainment.
Yes.
Mary Jane, who she's really showing what a lot of women deal with, sexuality, but how do you keep that in its perspective? We understand because we're mature. How do you keep that in perspective to young women who watch it and say, oh, this is glamorous?
Yeah.
It's all right to be in a scandal. It's all right. How do you keep that imagery out of their mind?
What age group are you speaking about?
The young ladies that you're affecting.
Like I spell, college age.
Or even how old is your daughter?
18.
Yeah, that age.
Okay.
Because those are the ones that's impressionable.
Again, it starts in the home.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, like you said, sometimes in the home, they're speaking death into their little girls. So, you know, because we can't save everybody, and I realize that, but when we do come across those young ladies who God puts in our path, we just have to speak life into them and let them know that that's television. It's not real. It's pre-recorded images. It's airbrushed. You know what I mean? Because they get into the body image disorders and all those things.
Exactly.
I think just because I'm an actress, so I know what goes on. You know what I mean? So I think just letting them know the difference, that this is solely to entertain you. It's not real. When Olivia is not Olivia, that's a lady playing her. I think if we just give them knowledge about, you know, the real and the fake, that can help them say, oh, okay, so that's TV. It's not real, because it's, you know.
How do you get them out of, and I don't know about Atlanta,
okay,
but I can talk about Detroit.
Okay.
And I think you'll agree with me.
Come on.
Out of the bag and hair and designer that you have arrived as a woman when a man buy you a bag.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Buy you agree with me for change?
Yeah, come on.
I did a video on that on my YouTube.
Buy you some hair and get your nails done.
Yeah.
And you have arrived, because it's so funny. I was working out today, and the brothers in the locker room, I listen. I don't say a lot. They're talking about they took a girl out, and we should talk about this on the radio show. You know, I took her out, man. That girl ordered $200 and some worth of food. I said, you know what I'm gonna do for that? You know,
oh my God, that's so
this how men
sad.
talk.
Yeah.
That's how men talk.
Yeah.
And then she gonna ask me, pay for the babysitter. I ain't paying that. That ain't my child. So how do you? Because women think that when you've arrived, a man take you out to dinner, $200 dinner. That's nothing. You can do that for yourself if you work for it.
Yeah.
So again, we have to change the mentality.
We do. Educating them. Because like you said, we're not seeing, you know, media is so strong. Media has such a impact in our youth. But again, just giving them the knowledge, like that's not who, you're not your flesh. This is not who you are. I tell them, the first thing I ask them, I say, who are you? And they'll say, I said, that's not who you are.
Right.
Explaining them to, this is your flesh. If you value only this, you're going to always be hurt. You're going to always disappoint.
Right.
It's insatiable. This is insatiable. So just letting them know this is not who you are. Your bag is not who you are. How do you feel without it? Who you are is when you're stripped with nothing. How are you confident without, I have a post called Your Weave and Your Lashes Might Be the Reason You're Still Single. And what I mean by that is, because you know I wear it, I love it, but what I'm saying is I love myself without it. You understand? It's not, my bag is not, I'm not valued by material things, because when those go away, are you still confident? Do you still love yourself? So they have to know that that's not what makes you. It's nothing wrong with it, but that's not who you are. You're not your car. I have a fabulous car, but that's not who I am. If I'm driving a little Mini Cooper, I'm still Jael the Great. So just letting them know that that's not what makes you, sweetie, and you are worth a $200 meal. I'm just saying, when you're dating a man, when he's courting you, he's supposed to do that. You don't owe him anything.
Right.
Know who you are. You got to value yourself. You can't be bought, because you're supposed to take me out and do those things if you're courting me. That's standard. You know what I mean? Expectations.
A lot of times, you know, you come from a family where your mother and
Right.
father poured into you.
Yes.
So what deemed normal for you,
Right.
because this is what you, I mean, this is all I know.
Yes.
You have so many young women that don't have that father figure, that didn't have that example, that didn't have that, you know, that grandfather, that father that
Yes.
said, baby, you're beautiful. You know, because it starts with the man in the house.
It does.
But I think that's where we've lost it, and I'm sure your dad probably would agree with me. When I was being raised, everybody raised us.
Yeah, a village.
It was a village. Now,
Yes.
when we say, well, if you didn't have that at home, well, in our days, if you didn't have it at home, then you got it at school.
Right.
You got it, just in case it fell down at home.
Yes.
Everybody, the neighbor, your great auntie.
Yes.
Now, it's like
People raise
whatever.
themselves.
Yeah.
It's like whatever.
It's
We
sad.
don't care.
We don't care.
So I think you're in a great position
Thank you.
at Spelman to speak greatness
Yes.
into the girls. We got about a minute and a half.
Okay.
We need some more time. This is good. You gotta come back.
Okay.
I want you to tell us
Okay.
who should buy this book, what's inside this book
Okay.
in a minute and a half.
Okay, in a minute and a half. The book, Loving Your Daughter, if you have a daughter, no matter the age, because you have to start early now. You can't wait until she's 12, 13, 14. They're already doing stuff. But the book is to, the book is to, for mothers and fathers with daughters, and it's hard for you to have certain conversations with them. Get the book. If you don't know because nobody told you about your body, self-esteem, image, get the book. My daughter did a portion of the book where she has questions that teenage girls want to ask their parents, but they are afraid to. Get the book. You need to know what your daughter and her peers are talking about, and they're not telling you. And you need to have a culture in your home where your daughter can say to you, I think I want to have sex. I'm whatever she's doing, you need to set an environment where she's not afraid to talk to you, so you can save her, because when she gets in trouble, she has to come to you anyway. So you can prevent that by getting the book and learning how to have great conversation with your daughter and learning how to speak life into her. And even if you know how to do all of that, it's just a great, beautiful book. So make sure you support us, my daughter and I, my mini-me.
Buy it for your daughter. You all read it together. You may be a single parent man that have a daughter.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal this because I'm the host, and I'm going to send it to my Micah and let her. Yeah, and it's a very easy read, just like my book When the Right One Comes. You can get it. Make sure you support her. As I always say, our guests come on their own dime, and this is the way that we help push that stuff. The website they can go to.
Yes, you can go to everything is Jael the Great. JaelTheGreat.com is the website. JaelTheGreat.com/sponsor if you want to sponsor books for girls in foster care, because we have to give back. Those young girls don't have any parents, so purchase a book for them for Christmas, please. JaelTheGreat.com.
JaelTheGreat.com, and I'm Bishop Greg Davis, and she is I Am Lola George. I'm the Great Bishop Greg Davis. We'll see you next time.